Alrighty guys, we're going to start our spelling lesson for today. This is going to be Unit 4, Lesson 3, and our focus is going to be suffixes. If you would, please open your workbook pages, your workbooks to page 29. If you do not have your workbook, pause this video, get your workbook, and then go ahead and open your book to page 29 and then resume this video. Alright, at the top it has our focus, and our focus for this particular lesson is, of course, a suffix. So we have been working with suffixes the past couple of weeks, so now we are just going to add a couple more to what we already know. So as it says, a suffix is a word part added to the end of a base word or root. The suffix ion, tion, sion can be added to some verbs and means action of or process of. The spelling of the suffix depends on the spelling of the base word. The suffix ion, tion, sion is added to verbs to make them nouns. So we're going to start with a verb and we're going to add the suffix and then we're going to get a noun. So let's look at this example. We have inspect, which means to look at carefully. I'm going to add the suffix ion. I don't need to add tion because there's already a T right there. So I'm going to add the ion, inspect. I am adding ion. Now it's going to become a noun that means the action of carefully looking at something. The suffix al can be added to some nouns and verbs and means of or relating to. The suffix al is added to nouns and verbs to change them to adjectives. So for this one, we're going to go from verbs to nouns. And down here, we're going to go from either a noun or a verb, and we're going to change it to an adjective. Okay? Next, we're going to do our practice. It says combine each given base word and suffix. Write the new word on the line. So we're going to have direct, and you're going to add the suffix ion to that word. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to, in your books, write the answer of the new word that you would form with adding direct plus ion. Write it on the line. Number 2, complete plus ion is, write that on the line. Be careful. Whenever you're doing this, notice that this one ends in an E, and there's something that we have to do with that E before we can add an ending to the word. Number 3, if at any time I'm going too fast, you can always pause this video and you can write your word and then you can resume the video once you're finished. Number 3 is culture. We're going to add the suffix of al. Please write that word on the line. Once again, watch out for that E. Number 4 is subtract plus ion, and I'm going to form a new word by combining these two parts. So I'm going to change this word from being a verb, which means, subtract, you're doing the subtracting. Then I'm going to add the ion, and I'm going to now make it a noun. So go ahead and write that word. Number 5 is accident plus al is going to give me a new word. It's going to give me an adjective. All right, let's go over these. We're going to combine each given base word and suffix. So, number 1, we had direct plus ion gave us direction. Number 2 is completion. If at any time I'm going too fast, please pause this video. Notice what I did is I dropped my E before I added the ion. So I have completion. I'm combining the root word and the suffix. Number 3 was culture plus al, and I had cultural. Once again, I dropped that E. Number 4 is subtract plus ion, and now I have subtraction. So I went from the verb subtract, I added ion, and now I have a noun. Number 5, accident plus al is accidental. So I am taking my base word, I'm adding my suffix, and I'm getting a whole new word. Now what we're going to do is you're going to take your pretest. So if you would, please get a piece of paper to write your words on, just like we normally do. If you have your red notebook from class, you can obviously take that out, but it is definitely not necessary. If you don't have a paper or anything close to you that you can write on, once again, pause this video, get what you need, and then you can resume the video. Number 1 is going to be normal. Our cat sleeps so much of the day, which is normal for an older cat. Normal. By the way, if you can hear Nala snoring, I'm really sorry. She just won't leave me alone, and she's asleep, so if you can hear her snoring in this video, I'm really sorry. Number 2 is tension. The cord snapped from too much tension. Number 3, eruption. The volcano's eruption sent lava flowing down the ocean. Eruption. Number 4 is comical. Teddy and Chris often say comical things that make the class laugh. All right, now that our pretest is done, what you can do is you can go ahead and open your workbooks to page 39. This is going to be the page that has your spelling words on it. You're going to check those words and you're going to make sure that you have them spelled correctly, just like we do every week in class. After all of your words are spelled correctly, I would like for you to write each of those 2 times each, just like you do for homework for me. So this completes our first lesson. If you have any questions, please make sure that you reach out to me. I will be more than happy to help. Love you guys. See you soon.